Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Now today was an absolutely insane day in terms of news, rumors, speculation, stories, what have you, in terms of League of Legends esports. And I know usually I'm right on top of everything. Usually I'm getting the videos out super fast, but now I have a full-time job. I work 4 days a week, so 3 days a week, I'm going to be getting stuff out instantly. I'm going to be getting stuff out fast. I'm going to be getting stuff out quick. The other 4 days, I'm still going to get to everything. I'm still going to cover all the big stories. I'm still aiming to be your #1 source for League of Legends news, discussions, conversations, all of that stuff. But just know, I'm going to get to everything. It just might take a little bit of an extra second. I got to pay the bills. I got to survive. I got to do all that stuff. But today we're going to be covering a lot of the stuff that went down, I guess, yesterday, because I'm going to be uploading these videos the next day. But some absolute crazy ones. First up, talking about Broken Blade and G2 and where things are looking at with them. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I would appreciate it so much. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. We're on that road to 10,000 subscribers. That would be absolutely insane to get to that mark by the end of the year. In 2021, that has been my goal throughout the entire year, and we're getting close. We're getting there. It's an exciting time. And consider checking out my Patreon, patreon.com/IamGerm, where you can find VODs to my podcast that I record every single week. With that being said, let's get right into this one. So, a couple things. Obviously, again, a ton of news coming out. I have this notepad where I usually write down all my video ideas. I write down the videos that I want to cover for the day. I write down the videos that I want to cover for the week. I've already been telling you guys the notepad's been getting full. I'm kind of like backlogged on content. I already had like all my videos for the whole week, if not into next week, planned out. And then today, there was like 4 to 6 more stories that came out. So obviously, I want to cover stuff while it's hot. So, I have to push back some of those other video ideas. I'm considering maybe even uploading 3 videos certain days. Usually I only do 2, but we'll see what happens. And I'm a little bit pissed because yesterday I actually uploaded a video called Wunder is out at G2, where I was talking about how Wunder changed his name, how it looks like Wunder might be on his way out. Maybe he's memeing, maybe he's joking. And then, like, as soon as that video posted, like an hour later, we actually got a ton of huge news surrounding G2 and their top lane situation. Let's take a look at that stuff. And this is the big news. This is coming from Wooloo. This is coming from Esports Maniacos. This is coming from, what's this guy's name? In Justificado. I thought that's what his name was, but I didn't want to say it wrong. And this is that rumor. Former Schalke top laner and soon-to-be free agent. Again, Broken Blade's contract is up in November. I think it's November 16th of 2021. He will officially be a free agent. But the Schalke team doesn't even exist anymore anyway, at least not in the LEC. They're going to have like a ERL team or something. Rumor is that former Schalke top laner Broken Blade is rumored to play for G2 in the LEC next season. This follows the information of Schalke players being free agents following the sale of Schalke's spot, as well as G2 going to rebuild. Again, as Wooloo says, Esports Maniacos shared this first today, so definitely, make sure you guys go check those guys out. They have an awesome team over at Esports Maniacos. But there's been a lot of people speculating about, Broken Blade and G2 potentially being a very good fit, or potentially, both parties having some interest in this one. I know I have talked about this a lot because there have been some rumors, there have been some people talking about this stuff behind the scenes, but there has also just been a ton that makes sense for both of these parties as well. If you're Broken Blade, you are very talented, you're coming off a great season, but you played on the worst team in the LEC, so you're looking to move up. You're looking to get a nice paycheck for the great year you just put in. You were able to prove yourself in Europe. A lot of people were hyped up for BB coming over, but people wanted to actually see him do it in the LEC because there's people who, think the LEC is a pretty big step up from the LCS, obviously. And then, he's done that. He wants to get paid. He wants to win. I'm sure he wants to make it back to World. I'm sure he wants to compete for LEC titles, all of that stuff. He needs to redeem himself from the 0-6 TSM run. But then there's the G2 side, where Wunder was not really that good in the spring playoffs, was not really that good in the summer playoffs. G2's looking to rebuild. They're looking to shake up some things. Wunder, obviously has kind of a bad reputation going on, especially, not playing solo queue, trolling scrims, doing all this stuff, and then not performing in the playoffs, getting solo killed a bunch, not having that great of a year, and the fact that G2 just didn't make it to Worlds, they want to make some changes. Europe doesn't have a ton of great top laners. Who's good top laners in Europe? Like Odo, he's on a team. Arma, he's on a team. He's going to be hard to get. As far as free agents go, there's just not a lot of great ones. So BB to G2 made a ton of sense, and now we are starting to see this obviously again. Before it was just a lot of rumors and speculation coming from rumor accounts, coming from a lot of people that maybe people don't trust or people are going to hate on and not believe in stuff. But again, for this news to be coming from Wooloo, who is of all the rumor accounts probably the most reliable rumor account, at least he's the biggest. He gets stuff wrong just like everyone does, and maybe he tweets stuff prematurely and everything, but he has proved to be a legitimate source over the past year or two. And then again, the fact that this is coming from Injustificado, who he tweets, we have to use the translate option here, but that Broken Blade would be G2's top laner for 2022. They have a deal. Many teams were interested in the Turkish top laner. Obviously, we've heard, I'm sure some North American teams reached out to him. I'm sure Vitality reached out to him. I'm sure BDS reached out to him. Obviously, there was going to be a lot of people going for him because, again, he was the best free agent top laner. He was the best guy that you weren't going to have to, pay some crazy buyout for. The big thing to point out here is that, a lot of people are asking me like, oh, is this official? Is this just a rumor? And really, it's in between. It's not official because no one is going to be officially a free agent. No one's going to be officially available until November 16th. But I would say that this is past rumor at this point. I have actually talked to some of the guys at Esports Maniacos today. And like they were DMing me on Twitter and stuff, and they were saying, and this is what obviously I understand, I know this, but they're saying that this is a verbal agreement. This is an agreement between G2 and Broken Blade. They have talked, and I can believe they have talked, and I think it should be believable that they have talked because clearly they let Wunder know that there has been some progress made in terms of finding a new top laner. Obviously Wunder changed his name to Unemployed Top. Obviously Wunder has had some talks with Carlos, and obviously they wouldn't be telling Wunder he's kicked unless they had a replacement lined up ready to go, because if you kick your top laner and you don't end up with a new one, you might end up with no top laner in the end. So I do believe that there's a verbal agreement in place. I do believe this is more than a rumor but less than a done deal, because again, nothing can be a done deal until that date. But this is really the first big domino of the offseason dropping. Again, it's only September 15th. Worlds hasn't even started yet. Play-ins haven't even started yet. The World Group Draws hasn't even started yet. But again, the first big domino dropping, and then as players start to sign, now Broken Blade isn't an option for all those other teams. Now G2 has a top laner. Now Wunder is on the market. He's available for teams. So it will be very, very interesting. They do say here some other kind of rumors. We'll dive into these a little more deep in some other videos, but they do say that rumors are pointing to Dylan Falco to be the next coach of G2. He was obviously recently the coach of Schalke, and he has been at Fnatic previously. He has ties to Broken Blade at Schalke, Caps and Fnatic, and obviously Reckless and Fnatic as well. But again, they are saying they don't know if Reckless will even be the AD carry for G2 in 2022. So just kind of an update on a lot of different situations that is going on, but the first big player to decide what he is going to do in 2022 seems to be Broken Blade, and G2 seems to have made a decision that they are going to be selling off Wunder. Again, it's not apparent yet where Wunder will go, but he will be on the move for 2022. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. G2, Broken Blade in 2022. I'm hyped. I'm excited. I'm a fan of BB. I think he's a great fit for G2. I think this is a great move for both parties, and I can't wait to see how it works out. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. Where do you think Wunder is going to end up? Do you see him staying in Europe, going to North America? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, save the date, and all the latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.